Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Kris Luck, and today we are in a beautiful place, Kodiak, at one of the beaches here. Super pretty, snow on the beach. Really great place to try out the new update for the Avata, and I'm excited because they apparently added a better look to the DJI Cine-like on the footage. So hopefully the footage looks cleaner, easier to recover shadows. It's not full D-Log, but supposedly it's better, and that's what we're gonna test out. Along with that, they also added remote ID, and maybe, I think I read 2.7K 120 FPS, but I'm more interested in how the footage is gonna look. So let's go ahead, get flying here at this beach. It is pretty cold. It's 32 degrees right now, so that is freezing. So I'm getting an error that says remote ID error. I'm gonna see if it lets me take off. It said I had to connect my phone. We'll see if it lets me take off without it. Let's go ahead and test it. Okay, it's not letting me do anything. I gotta connect the phone to the goggles. Good thing I brought that wire. This plugs in right here in the USB-C. Connects to the lightning port. And I have my phone. Let's open the Fly app. All right, now it's letting me. I had to connect my phone, so that's a issue. Not too windy, but the ocean waves are making me talk louder than I have to. All right. Got the drone on the ground. Watch out, guys. All right, now we're good to fly. I'm gonna restart the drone real quick. Hopefully I don't have to restart the goggles. This is not working. What is going on? It's not letting me take off. All right, I'm kind of annoyed right now, guys. I'm not gonna lie, it's just not letting me take off. Restarted the goggles. Every time I start the goggles, it says make sure the micro SD card slot is good. Let me just, I don't know what's going on here. Why do updates have to break things? This says it's good. It's locked in. I don't know what else I could do. I'm just gonna switch batteries. There's nothing wrong with the bat. I don't know what's going on. This is pretty frustrating. Now this is saying battery firmware inconsistent. I don't even know how that's possible. Okay, I'm just getting firmware updating in my goggles. It's not letting me record or anything, so. Well, guys, if you haven't already updated your drone, I would wait on that right now. It's pretty cold to be playing these kind of games. That's one thing I always liked about the FPV was I get 5-10 minutes and then I'm done, and that's all I need with it. Okay, we're at 95%. Hopefully this lets me take off. Still says in a low battery state. Look, when I double tap the lock button to start the motor, it just does that. I don't know what the issue is. Remote ID normal, that's what it's saying. Oh, it just went. I don't know what Okay, I got it working. I switched it to sport mode, but I did that earlier and it didn't work. it seems to be working okay once I got it launched. My index finger is pretty numb right now, which is what I use for the trigger on here, obviously. I'm gonna say that if you don't want to update just now, it doesn't seem worth it from what I went through to get the drone started. Hopefully that was just a one-time issue, but connecting your phone just to use the drone is kind of useless to me. That was one thing I liked, was not having to do that. And yeah, they kind of ruined it. So let me just grab this real quick off the ground. I'm gonna go warm up, and we'll see if we can get any more footage today. The sun sets pretty quick here in Alaska in December, so see what else we could do. I'm gonna get the other battery in here, see if that works again. Maybe it'll prompt me to update the battery, and then maybe that'll fix that. But DJI, I hope that you can fix that remote ID connecting to the phone. It's kind of a nuisance. All right, guys, I got one more chance. We have about an hour before sunset. The wind, rain / snow starting to come in pretty strong. So I just want to test that second battery again, see if it gives me the prompt to update the firmware, see if I get the drone to take off easily now once I figured it out the first time. So hopefully no issues now. Beautiful spot here. This is Passakshack Point in the background there, and we're just at Passakshack Beach. So this should be a fun little shoot real quick, just going along the cliff edges, as long as I can get the drone to work. So let's not mess around here and just get right into it. I got to turn on the Fly app. I got the phone connected. Okay, everything else should be done in the goggles. Make sure you take the gimbal cover off before you turn on the drone, just to prevent any errors that might pop up. It should rebalance fine, but sometimes it might just give you a stupid issue. Now recording on the goggles here. And all right, it's giving me that issue. Look, so you can see it's just giving me the issue. I'm just gonna keep trying until it lets me do it. I keep getting this annoying thing that says make sure the surrounding area is safe, and I don't know if that's preventing it or what, but this is kind of getting annoying. DJI, you gotta fix this. I don't know what the issue is here, but why are you just beeping at me? Let me take, there it goes. Look, I have to press it 5 times. The Avata is perfect for, the Avata with the motion controller is perfect for shots like this. Just kind of going along the beach line or along flat grass. Guys, let me know if you're having a similar issue with your Avata after the newest update. Hopefully DJI can get a good fix on this. But let's go ahead and just get this footage on the computer real quick and see if it's a little easier to edit with. It was kind of challenging getting the colors and just getting the shadows where I wanted them. So I'll see you on Premiere Pro. Alrighty, well, I got you in Premiere Pro, and this is the footage from today, the newest update. You can see that the shadows were pretty dark, and if you go to this video, you can see the shadows were pretty dark as well. This was the video that I crashed my Avata in. If you didn't see that one, it was a pretty cool crash and amazing recovery. But speaking of recovery, let's see if we can get some of these highlights and shadows kind of more balanced here. Okay, let's start with the old one, and just I guess anywhere is this is a good spot here. You see the shadows are pretty dark. Highlights are right where they're supposed to be. So we're gonna go to Lumetri Color, and most editing programs are gonna be pretty similar, so one doesn't have an advantage over the other. So I increased the exposure. You see now the trees look okay, but the sky is kind of still blown out no matter what I do to bring the highlights back. Maybe I'll bring the exposure down a little bit and then just bring the shadows up. Now it looks pretty dull, non-contrasty. You can see, especially here, I'm gonna disable. You can see the color of my jacket, red, and then here it's pretty dull. And then if I increase the saturation, I would get that back, but it looks a little off. Something doesn't seem right. That's actually not terrible though. It looks pretty well color corrected in my opinion. About as good as you can get with that. But you can see here on the footage from today, here's the shadows on the rocks here. Let's go ahead and just bring the exposure up a little bit. And we'll do the same thing pretty much. We'll increase the shadows, increase the highlights, and I feel like the highlights are just way more retained, and it still looks a little dull. So I'm just going to increase the shadows just a little bit more, increase the saturation, and increase the contrast. And there's the before and the after. Scrub through here. Scrubbing through, it really works overall a lot better. The corner here, there's just something about, we go ahead and expand this clip, you can see how just when the exposure changes, it just look too great. The shadows are still pretty dark, especially right there, and if I wanted to balance this out, I'll have to do some intense masking to really bring that shadows back, but even then it's still pretty dark. You can see some fringing here. We go back to this one. Let's see if we can find the darkest part. We'll go back just a little bit. If we look in this corner here, this is before, pretty dark in the shadows, and in here it's pretty even. I could still increase the shadows just a little bit more, and I think it definitely helps out a little bit. It's not the biggest difference in the world, but overall I do think the footage looks a lot cleaner, and I think the Avata is in a good spot with video quality versus not needing to put a GoPro on it. Definitely saves you 500 bucks, and if not more, if you crash and lose your GoPro. Guys, this is gonna wrap up this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you want to watch my 7 tips for the Avata, check out the video right here, and you'll see an awesome crash and recovery with my Avata in this video. Thank you so much for watching, and if you have a similar issue, let me know in the comments. Hopefully DJI fixes this, maybe even before this video is uploaded. Anyway guys, that'll be it. See ya.